For over 150 years, one question has haunted the streets of London. Who was the faceless butcher who turned Whitechapel into a living nightmare? It was the year 1888. London had already stepped into the industrial age. On one side, factories offered new jobs, but on the other side, areas like Whitechapel had turned into symbols of poverty, filth, and rising crime. Work was scarce, the streets were dirty. Desperate women with no other option turned to sex work for survival. Gradually, Whitechapel became infamous, a place of misery, crime, and shadows. On the night of 31st August 1888, the police received a call. A young woman named Mary, just 25 years old, had been found dead. When officers arrived, they froze in horror. Mary's body was brutally mutilated, her hands and feet were chopped apart, her face was unrecognizable, shredded beyond belief, blood splatters marked the walls. The police report described it as the most horrifying scene we had ever witnessed. At first, it was dismissed as a case of personal revenge. But soon, it became clear that something darker had begun. Within weeks, another sex worker was discovered, her neck slit apart, her body desecrated. Panic spread across Whitechapel. By 8 September 1888, yet another victim appeared. This time, the killer opened her stomach after slitting her throat. Fear now gripped the entire district. Women no longer walked alone. They moved in groups, watching every shadow, every stranger. The press fueled the fire, calling him the Whitechapel Monster. The police were desperate, but the killer seemed to be mocking them. A package arrived with a woman's kidney inside. Alongside was a chilling letter. From hell. This kidney I took from one woman. If you dare try and catch me, I will send more. The city shuddered. This was no ordinary murderer, this was a serial killer. Though many murders were rumored, the confirmed victims became known as the Canonical Five. Mary Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, Mary Jane Kelly. All brutally slaughtered, all sex workers of Whitechapel. And then, just as suddenly as he began, the killer vanished. The mystery deepened because the killer was never identified. Even today, Jack the Ripper remains a shadowy legend. Historians and criminologists give several reasons. In those days, there was no CCTV to watch the streets. Whitechapel was overcrowded, the killer could vanish into the mob. The victims were sex workers, police did not treat their lives as serious cases. Misdirection and false leads wasted time. Police pressure led to wrongful arrests and failures. The unsolved murders inspired countless theories, novels, and even the creation of fictional detectives like Sherlock Holmes. Movies, documentaries, and books continue to explore the enigma. But one question remains. Why did Jack the Ripper target only sex workers? And even darker, was the killer really a man, or could it have been a woman hiding in plain sight?